Looking at question 9, or the first question for Air Force One, it's an author's purpose question. The author wrote this selection most likely to. When you see this, you want to think about why did the author write the whole selection? Similar to a main idea type of thing where you want to think about the whole selection. Letter A says, recount the history of presidential transportation in the United States. You might see this one and like it because you might have been reminded of paragraphs 5 and 6, which was all about the history of presidents traveling from horse to train and then how the Air Force One changed names. However, this is only one section. The author's purpose was not to say this, otherwise the whole article would have been about that. So we're going to get rid of A because that is only in paragraphs 5 and 6. B, describe Air Force One and its role in transporting U.S. presidents. When I look at that one, I like the fact that, yes, we started the article with describing Air Force One. I got a good visual of it. I even had a diagram and a photograph. And then I learned about its role in transporting the presidents. I learned the history, and I learned about how presidents were on the plane. So I like this one because it's described, and we know about its role in transporting the presidents. Compare various U.S. presidents' attitudes towards Air Force One. This one makes no sense because we never know about the president's attitudes toward Air Force One. We don't say, well, Nixon hated the Air Force One. We don't know anything about how they felt about the Air Force One. Only people's observations on how they were on there. So that one's completely wrong. D says, explain why frequent travel is required of U.S. presidents. We never know why presidents have to travel so much. That's not anywhere in the article. So I'm left with B because it hits it on two parts, the description and its role in transporting U.S. presidents.